Am I the asshole for telling my fiance my daughter has to be in our wedding?
Gonna go no. If I had a daughter, I think I'd want them to be in the wedding.
I, 45 male, have a daughter, P, from a previous relationship. I divorced my ex-wife on good terms, and we share 50-50 custody of P. She is now 11. After I divorced my ex-wife, I met my now fiance, S. S and my daughter got along very well. After 5 years in my relationship with S, I proposed. S was super excited and wanted to start planning right away. She looked at venues and started asking her friends to be her bridesmaids. She then told me she wanted her niece to be a flower girl, which I had no problem with, but I said I also want P to be a flower girl. S looked at me funny and said that she didn't think that P would fit the part. I got angry and told S that my daughter would be in our wedding. S started to become upset and said that the girls in the wedding were up to her and P wouldn't be one of them. I told S that if P wasn't in the wedding, then there might not be a wedding. I stormed out and took P to get ice cream. P knows we are getting married and she told me she thinks she will look pretty in whatever dress S decides she should wear. This broke my heart and I decided to text S. I told her I would be staying at a friend's house to think it over. My mother-in-law texted me saying I was overreacting and that my daughter doesn't have to be in my wedding, and I was an ass for saying that I would cancel. Am I overreacting or just being a good dad?
Yeah, absolutely not the asshole. If you want your daughter in it, you have your you're not overreacting at all. I don't even understand, especially if she's close with her, why you would think that you wouldn't want your daughter, she's going to be your daughter at your special day. There has to be a different reason than her just being like aesthetic.
So there is an update. I came home to talk to S today. When I pulled into the driveway, my mother-in-law was sitting there in her car. I got out and went inside, trying to avoid talking to my mother-in-law. S was sitting at the kitchen table and I joined her. She sat in silence, so I asked the first question, which was, why does P not fit the part? And why don't you want her in the wedding at all? Her answer full on shocked me. She quietly said, I was hoping that after the wedding, you could become a holiday visit only dad.
No.
What? Take the ring back.
I didn't want her in the wedding so that she wouldn't be in photos around the house since she wasn't going to be around much. I kept my cool, calmly took her hand and pulled my engagement ring off.
You goddamn right you should do that. Oh my.
Her eyes started to tear up. She said we shouldn't end the marriage over this and that she can change. I told her the damage was already done. I told her I wanted her things moved out by next week and that she could come get them when my daughter wasn't home. The house is in my name and I paid for it. I was allowing her to get her furniture that she paid for. She stormed out and my mother-in-law came knocking on the door saying I was being unreasonable. I couldn't imagine only seeing my daughter 3 to 4 times a year. The fact that S wanted me to give up part of my custody blew me away. I'm sitting on my couch and just in shock. Our honeymoon was supposed to be in Hawaii. Looks like me and P will be going instead.
Wow,
Oh,
good
yeah.
for him. I just don't for 5 years she's been a big part. So why do you think at marriage it would change?